Hey guys, welcome back. We are in the playlist Tricks at Work. So today's topic is work with mind and not just with time. So this is very much important because many people are making this mistake, and we will get to know what is that mistake once you understand the definition of this. So that's why I thought I will bring this particular topic in this channel. So the definition is when I say work with just time, which means that you are spending a lot of time at office doing office work. So many people are doing this mistake, right? And we see that people tend to work 12 hours, 14 hours at office. So let us see what is the problem with this. Before that, let us see what do I mean work with mind. It means that you are spending optimum time at work, and the extra time you are utilizing it for doing something better. Okay, so let me come to the point. What does better activities mean in the upcoming slides. So basically it's like it's like work with mind means you're doing a smart work. Okay. Work with time means you are doing simply art work, and you're spending more and more time at office. So I was telling there's a problem with this. Let us see what is the problem. So the problem is that you will be less productive, you will have less growth over a period of time, less learning, and of course less income, and you might even face health issues. And the list of problems would go on depending upon the kind of routines or the kind of work that you are doing. Okay. So initially you might feel that if you're spending more time at office, initially you're feeling that you're actually growing. Okay, you're actually growing a lot when compared to others. But over a period of time, it could be 1 year or 2 year or 3 years, depending upon how much balance you're giving between the time and the other activities. Okay. So depending upon that threshold, you will later on you will feel that your growth is not great. Your growth goes up and down like this. Okay, up and down like this. um, so this is the main problem. Okay, basically we will not see a linear growth or exponential growth over a period of time. um, over a period of time. So one of my observation is that if you want to be more successful in the company, it's not just the technical skills. If you just keep on improving your technical skills, you are not going to uh, have a very good growth. Apart from your technical skills, you should also have the required soft skills, which will actually ensure you to have a very good growth, a very good income, and very good learnings. Okay, and you will be able to manage multiple tasks, and you will be able to keep your health at a good state. So even I will come to the point. What are the soft skills that are required. So let us try to visit how much time do we have. Okay, we have 24 hours per day. In that let's say very very optimal, at an optimal level, if you spend 6 hours in sleep, 1 hour food, and 1 hour routines, then you have 16 hours. Okay. To do your work. But this might not be that much realistic. So let us say, even if I include travel and rest, then even it will come to 14 hours. Still looks pretty much higher. But let's say you have a family, and you're married, and the children are there, then in that case you're spending 2 more hours for your family. And let's say, even Mm, let me keep. There could be other activities which are involved. Let's say I will keep another 2 hours miscellaneous. So let's say instead of 12 hours, let's say you have got 10 hours remaining with you. Okay. So much time is available, but even in this time, if you are not using your mind, okay, mind not mind strategies, just you are using your time. Definitely, as I was telling, you are not so much productive, right? So you will tend to spend more time in other areas, like in a worst case, you might have you might have come across all these things. Like in the lunch break, you will try to spend a lot of time. 1 hour you will spend for lunch, and then even you're supposed to take, let's say, half an hour coffee break, but you end up taking 1 hour coffee break and things like that, even between the works. Okay, so you need a break, but that break should be like 20 minutes or 30 minutes. But if it's like you work 1 hour and you take 1 hour break, then there is no point. And even I have captured here that okay, that wastage of time could be at an optimum level of 1.5 hours. And of course, apart from these things, this we can exclude. But let's say, even if I include meeting stand-ups and all, like you're not utilizing it very well, or there are some meetings which are not that much useful, in which case you are, let's say, losing 1.5 hours. So considering all these things, in the 10 hours, okay, in the 10 hours, um, again you're losing 4 hours here, so you're remaining with just 6 hours. 6 hours you are working, and that too in 6 hours. That's what, if you're not using the mind strategies, you might not be that much focused. You're not spending a quality work here. Then what is going to happen? So in that case, even with this 6 hours, you might be doing very less work. And yeah, a lot of complaints will start with this kind of a working style, that you don't have time, and you're not able to do multiple activities and things like that. Okay, but let's say I will say that, okay, even someone is spending so much uh, time at work, okay, so much time at work, let us say he will not do all these mistakes. Okay, then let us still say that person has got to 10 hours time. Okay, so 10 hours time working, gathering more and more technical knowledge on a particular domain, and then working working for long hours at office, versus the one who is going to use the mind. Okay, one who is going to use the mind strategies. So who will do better? Yeah, of course, the one who is spending 10 hours at office doing only office work. What about his health? Who is going to take care of his health? Over a period of time, his health would degrade. And what about the other skills which are required for future? So he is not focusing on any other skills which is required for the future. And what about other soft skills which are required when he goes to higher the ladder? He is not able to perform there because he is only good at technical, and is not good at other soft skills like communication, or in terms of energy, in terms of pressure bearing things, and in terms of interpersonal skills and things like that. Then definitely he will not do good. He will not do good when he goes to higher position, or over a period of time, as I was mentioning in the graph. So after this point, he might face health issues, or he might see that his skill sets are not up to the mark, and his growth would go up and down. Okay, so that is when I was mentioning that, yeah, we need to look the things with the mind. So if you are working with mind strategies, you know how to utilize the time very well. First of all, you will try to optimize in every activities in routines. Okay, routines have given 1 hour, you might bring down to 30 minutes. And even in travel time, you will not unnecessarily waste your time in just traveling. That 1 hour could be brought down to another 30 minutes. Okay, so efficient utilization of break time. You will not spend too much time on the break, between the work hours. You will, let's say, between two activities, you will spend a very optimum time, and even that during that time you will utilize your break very well. Okay, so this will also happen very productive, and this will also, here also, a lot of time will be saved. Okay, so by this way, this person would feel that, yeah, he has got some, definitely 1.5 to 2 hours extra per day with this. So apart from that, with mind strategies, you will also know that. So this first point comes under, let's say, time management. But if you dig deeper into this time management, it will tell you that, okay, it's not just time. You need to manage your energies as well, so that you are capable of doing more and more work. So finally you will have to do this energy management. So you will also learn how to manage your energies well. By that way, you are able to do more and more things. Okay, and once you have better energy, once you have better time, then you know how to utilize both your energy and time very well. And then you will give importance to other things. Okay, the successful person will know how much health is important. So you would definitely give importance to health. Every day, 1 hour, 1 hour slot will be kept for health. And then 1 or 2 hours slot will be kept for skill development. There could be many skill developments, as I was telling. It could be in communication skill, interpersonal skills, or it could be how you manage the time, how you manage the energies. That is also one type of skill. And like let's say in the future you need artificial intelligence or machine learning skills, so that you are developing other technical skills which will enhance your career, which will broaden your career. So all those things will come out of the skill development. And even books reading will enhance you very well in terms of many ways. So you will even have the habit of reading books for about 15 minutes or 30 minutes per day. So the person who is using this mind strategist, right, he feels that he has more time, and also he is able to do multitasking. And usually he will not complain that okay, there is no time, or I am very much tired, and things like that. So with all these things, you will just ensure that the work or the time spent on the work is very much focused and very much quality work. Okay. So with this, what is going to happen? So if we come back to that graph, okay, growth versus time, then definitely with mind strategies, you see that there is an exponential growth. Yeah, in the beginning, you will feel that you're not growing better, but over a period of time, definitely will surpass everyone else. But what about with just the time? With the people who are following, spending more time at the office, they will, after a certain time, they will feel ups and down in their career growth, or in their health issues and things like that. I hope this is very much clear to you guys. So I have one more chart here, that is time versus mind. The one who is going to use mind strategies, and the one who is going to use more time. Now, usually, let's say in the beginning, in your bachelor life, or in the early days of your work, you're in this zone. So you are spending more time, like that 10 to 12 hours per day at work, without even utilizing your mind strategies. Then in that case, yeah, uh, in that case, what is going to happen? If you continue the same thing for a long period of time, then as I was telling, you will have ups and downs in your growth. You will get to this zone, and you will just collapse. Okay. But if you start using mind strategies, okay, let's say even you are actually having less time, okay, less time, but you are using mind strategies, maybe you can move to this zone. And in the beginning, let's say, since you are doing multiple tasks with mind strategies, like you're taking care of your health, the skill development, and initially you might feel that you have less time for working at office. But this is gonna give a very good result. But since you are using mind strategies, you are going to have a very good time management, energy management. With this mind strategy, you will also even figure out how to get more and more time for yourself to work on multiple tasks. Okay, so that is when from here you will move to this zone. Okay, with mind strategies, you will also figure out how to get more and more time. And once you enter into this zone, you will have a very very good growth, like exponential growth. So this is what you should target for. This is where you should fall. Okay. So I have mentioned with mind strategies, I was mentioning, some of the things how you can optimize, what are the things that you can focus. But definitely, that would be based on my capability, or that would be based on someone's capability. So you take that as a plan A and take that as a reference. Okay, don't follow that blindly. But maybe in the beginning you can just follow it as a reference, and then later on, depending upon your capability, okay, depending upon your body type, let's say if your body type requires 8 hours sleep, then definitely you should spend 1 hour extra for your for your sleep, right? So depending upon that, you should come up with your own plan. Okay. And make a list of activities, and execute this plan, and see and monitor this plan. More important is monitoring, to see whether that is giving optimal results or not. If not, you should be ready to tweak this plan and move to plan number C, which is much a better plan, maybe 1 year later or 6 months later, or as and when you see that okay, there is a fault in your plan B, then upgrade it and move to plan C. And over a period of time, you should see that your plan is much more efficient and much more result oriented plan. Okay, so as I was mentioning, it's not just with the work. Okay, this kind of tactics you should do in each and every activities. So you can do it with studies too. There are many people who are working, who are studying right in the college, and who are preparing for competitive exams like IAS, GATE, CAT, etc. So for them also it works a lot. Let me tell you, my example when I was preparing for a gate examination 10 years ago. So I had very less time. Let me tell you, I have very less time because I need income, and that's why I was working in a company. And on top of it, if I'm working in a company, like let's say 8 hours I'm spending there, 2 hours in travel, and yeah, there are many other miscellaneous. So hardly I used to get per day 4 hours, 4 hours time for studying. Okay, so these 4 hours I had to utilize very well. So that is when the mind strategies are applied. Yeah, doesn't mean that I was able to apply very good strategies, but I was able to apply to a very good extent, which yielded me very good result. So what I mean to say here is, even though even though you think that you have lots of time, but in some cases you will have many circumstances where you will end up getting only very less amount of very less time in a day. In that case, this working with mind strategies is gonna help a lot. That is why we should focus on working with mind strategies. Okay, with this, I will wind up the video. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye bye. In the upcoming videos, we'll try to see many other work tricks, where which is gonna give you very good results in terms of your learning, in terms of your productivity, in terms of your growth, and in terms of your earning a very good income. Take care. Bye bye.